hooting and howling, getting all hyped up for the hunt. They're running around with war drums, ladies and gentlemen, encircling us. You don't have to believe it. At the edge of the raft, there's big old sharks going around. The difference is we have tools to defeat people. They're in the wrong. They're a bunch of anti-targets scum. They thought they had this things were so bad. Once Hillary got in to shut down the press, arrest people, have a reign of terror, announced that finally people inside our intelligence agency said this is insane. We're not going along with it. But they only stopped her from getting in. The whole deep was still there. Lots of paper track, it was all still there. And so the Washington Post has a big article saying Fox News Kennedy is encroaching on Alex Jones' territory and needs to be stopped. This is the same Washington Post that got $600 million in taxpayer money from the CIA last year in the final months of Obama as a panic move. $600 million contract to destroy Trump for one newspaper. Oh my goodness. $600 million. Billions have been spent on the Islamic marches, the feminist marches, the zombie commie marches. The woodwork, the cop killing marches, all of it. Make no mistake. They're planning a hot coup, the soft coup for buildup. And they quote me in here using the term clear and present danger. That's a term used by the military when you've got to move against something. And they make fun of Andy and myself for using it and say, oh my gosh, what's going on? He's not quoting me. This is what the Patriots of the Pentagon are called. The Patriots of the CIA are called. Sinister forces quickly aligning a clear and present danger. Now, they think it was accredited that Andy's quoting me. No. Badge of honor. Who else will talk about this? Anyone? Kennedy and Drudge's link stories on it. Lou Dobbs, a few others. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to get this narrative out to everybody. Three of my top researchers and editors, Rob Dude, Michael Zimmerman, of course, Jeremy Green. You guys work 12 hours a day, usually 14 hours a day, 6 days a week. You deserve more time off. We're trying to hire more good editors and researchers. We've got a great crew, but I'll never call you guys in to do this. This is so important, though. I just in front of the whole crew, the whole audience, the listeners, other talk shows, everybody. If we don't expose this now, they're going to get away with it. They want to deny it's happening and say it's insane. Because if we build opposition to it, they're going to fall. Just like they said, nobody's trying to steal the nomination from Trump when they've been trying. Just like they have done over and over again. Oh, we're not going to take electors. We're going to try to take the nomination. Meeting of the president on January 20th, which they did try to do. They're in. Atlantic Monthly, Washington Monthly, saying overthrow Trump, COG, cancel the election. They're moving to do it, but they want to incrementally build their fake case while they beaver away with moles leaking this info. This is a foreign, global, multinational, corporate combine sabotage operation. Every person involved in this, under law, deserves to be executed if we end up doing it. And I don't want blood and death. They do. These are all actual Benedict Arnolds sabotaging America, sabotaging our economy, admitting they want to kill our economy. But I want them to I know you're preparing for war and death. I know you're preparing the hit teams to go after everybody. Understand this. There will be a response back to that, as Colonel Schaefer said earlier this week on Fox News. One way or another, you're going to get beat. One way or another, you're going down. Let's do it. I just want to tell the crew, these are some of my best editors, guys, I need you to get all the clips of them saying kill the president, all the clips where they say overthrow the election, all the clips where they say use COG, all the clips where they say get rid of all the Republicans that were elected in the last election, all the clips of Homeland Security saying it's going to federalize the elections, and Obama's executive order, and all of it to show people, and then I'll shoot a video reading from the Washington Post making fun of it, saying it doesn't exist. Just like election fraud. Skip this break, please. Just like election fraud doesn't supposedly exist. And then now we learn it's not 3.3 million illegals voting, it's 3.7 million. And they're busting people and people voting under preparing to try to restore the republic. He's not perfect, but he's not out to get you, and he wants prosperity and austerity. Great fight for America. This is the big war. And was a beachhead. You understand that? This is it. This is the destiny of the planet against all of the global corporations that have established a tyrannical system known as globalism. Aaron McBrain, Michael Zimmerman. My son is here working now as an editor and doing work and research. Rex Jones. All of you, the entire team, we need to focus on the attempt to overthrow the republic. The attempt, they're so upset by this fourth special election that they put more money on than in history. The Democratic Party did, outspending 5 to 1, 10 to 1 on these races. I've got the numbers here. Some cases 15 to 1, and being annihilated by election fraud, everything else they're doing. There is a realignment. There is an awakening. The people are sick of these elites. They're sick of Nancy Pelosi. They're sick of Maxine Waters. And men, we have to make this the big focus, because I'm telling you, they're planning civil unrest. They're going to blame on us. They're planning the murder of our president to trigger the civil unrest. And we've got to stop this. We have got to stop this or evacuate the United States. Because this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Fight or flight, I'm staying. You guys want to make any comments? Because I'm about to get into Colonel Shaker's clips and the new Hannity clip where they're calling her to be fired over.
Yeah, I just want to say that you look at the leadership. Comey afraid, he admitted he's afraid to say stuff. Johnson admitted he was afraid to say anything about the Russian. These people are total handsy wusses. And we have to see them. We have to just leave them on the battlefield. They will not stand up. When you stand up to them, they back down every time. So that's all we have to do.
Yeah, Alex, I just also want to point out that we're seeing a lot of, they can't have a civil war. They need Americans to join in on this. And what's happening, a lot of Americans are getting radicalized. And even by television, we've run into a lot of people.
Yeah, these are the weak-minded, these are the casualties of brainwashing.
Exactly. So, they will consider Stephen Colbert, Saturday Night Live, that's real news, and that's where they get their news from. So a lot of these people are getting radicalized. We've seen the social justice warriors, we've seen the Antifa protest across the country, and they're getting more and more violent, and they're attacking Trump supporters, right? And they're targeting Trump supporters. So that is going on as well. They want civil unrest, and then they want to usher order out of chaos. That's right.
Exactly. They're launching maximum revolution, maximum violence in preparation, just like Soros has done in over 50 other countries with the Arab Spring, Ukraine. They mean business. And Trump thinks he can just have prosperity and let Goldman Sachs make record profits. They still want to destroy him because they don't want any of the profit going to the people. It's total control. Gentlemen, this is just so central. The entire crew, our reporters, everybody, our listeners, we all have to be involved. We have to be very aggressive. We have to understand that this country and the world is on a knife's edge. Is there anything else?
Well, they try to pin all this violence on conservatives, like the attack that happened up in Washington State. They tried to say that was a conservative. No, it was a Bernie supporter. The recent shooting of at the baseball field, that was a Bernie supporter also.
Yeah, there's articles out today. Left-wing attacks are 30+ to 1 for right-wing attacks. They basically don't exist. We've seen 4 or 5 Allah Akbar attacks this week in the U.S. People get stabbed, people blowing themselves up in Belgium, at the train station. We're all just getting conditioned to leftist and Islamic terror while a bunch of mentally ill, spoiled brats all run around killing people.
Well, like Sadiq Khan said, he wants to be part and parcel of living in a big city. They want to condition us that dealing with terrorism is a new part of our daily lives.
All right, gentlemen.
Well, and then you got crazy people like this ska person out in the EU from Germany says we should bring entire villages into Germany. That will increase more migrants coming in because they'll have compatriots. It's total lunacy what these people are preaching over and over again. And that's what you have to do. You have to look at it and go, this is crazy. Show people that it's crazy and try to deprogram some of these Hillary bots out there, because that's the biggest problem, is deprogramming these people, because they've gone through a lot, they've accepted a lot, they're taking they're taking all this energy and just going out to the regular people and attacking them instead of going to the real seeds of power, where we've taken it over halfway. If we let them continue what they're doing in the deep state, and Trump's got to do his part too. He's got to get rid of these people. They got to have mass firings going on swamp all at once. Hey, we can do it with less government.
That's right,
I
gentlemen.
guarantee we can deal with less government.
Gentlemen, let's get in there. Let's start getting these videos out right now. The compilations of them call for violence, the overthrow of Trump, the overthrow of the election, to just back up what Hannity's saying, because they're going for his job right now, because he is the one person on Fox News that has the courage to cover all this. Thank you so much, gentlemen. And I like Tucker Carlson. Talked to him a couple days ago, and he's doing great work, but those producers are keeping folks on a very, very short leash. And Hannity is telling the truth at his peril. Now let me just stop there. If you just tuned in, this social distortion, social upheaval is being engineered. That's admitted, that's declassified. Criminal elements inside the government, the deep state, are working with the media, fake news, and fake leaks to try to undermine Trump's recovery. That's really the big news. Not just Trump himself, but the Trump recovery. We are under sabotage attack. This is so outrageous, and here's the most important point. They're not going to just try to remove Trump now. They know culturally they're losing. They know Americanism versus globalism. There's no choice. People are going to go with Americana and prosperity. Not austerity and poverty and social unrest and brainwashing and engineered racism and all this other crud. People have broken with the globalist bullies. People started with this modern New World Order system decades ago. So they intimidated people, they lied about folks, they called people racist, conspiracy theorists, they did all sorts of things, they set people up, railroading folks into prison. It didn't work. And now globally, it's spreading exponentially, and there are big computer programs that Bezos and Google and all of them, they know that, and they admit that in their own elite publications, that global government's falling, that they're in crisis, and this is their last stand. They understand that. The old global elite is being swept away. We're about to set the table for the new world. Not their fake old world order, they call it a new world order, but a true shot at a future. The world's got so much uncertainty and so many problems in nanotech and GMO and AI and population explosions and all of this. We need to have good people focused, working hard if we've got any future. And it doesn't mean there aren't going to be some tough decisions and some big wars and a lot of other things we're going to have to make decisions on. But we don't need a bunch of globalist, spirit-cooking, devil-worshipping, lazy New World Order fops in control of this thing. They need to go. We need to politically burn them down. And they know we're burning them down. They knew the power of the info war. 7 years ago, Time Magazine called me the wild prophet of the Tea Party. And it said from my mountain I was preaching the message that was spreading like a disease. CNN calls me a virus. This isn't a power trip. We have to recognize the spirit they hate. You have it, I have it. You can be black, you can be white, you can be old, you can be young. You can be male, female. If you want liberty and you don't want to be a slave, and you want human freedom, that's the spirit. And they don't like that spirit. They can feel that spirit growing. I can feel it right now. It's powerful. They're jealous of it. It's true, it's honorable, it's focused, it's strong, it's full of creativity and life. It's also full of death and war when it comes to fighting evil. And they hate it. A patriot is 1,000 times the man one of these snakes are. Now, that said, Colonel Schaefer has warned of this a month ago. Now he says they're attacking on purpose. It's meant to elicit a response. Civil war. Hannity comes out, says deep state is moving to overthrow the republic and overthrow the president. They don't want that said until they launch operations. They want to build up and get ready and try to get all their cowardly forces lined up to believe they can get away with it. That's why they denied they tried to steal the nomination, and they tried to deny that they tried to steal the delegates, which they all got caught doing. Deny is a military tactic. World War I, the Germans would broadcast, over their bullhorns, the war is over, give up, we are your friends, as they come over the top with their bayonets and stick them into you, and vice versa. It's propaganda. It's lies. There's Colonel Schaefer.
Had something to say about someone, I don't think you'd be trying to go through your staff to say it. I think if you felt a certain way, you would tell that person. Why do we believe that James Comey would want this leaked out? I think that this is something being done by those in the deep state to upset everything that's going on. And like you said, try to undermine the president
politics, your usual naval intelligence, army intelligence, CIA, you name it. And they're all leftist handpicked.
Start with this, what appears to be a memo to file by the FBI director that conveys a one-person view of what happened in a conversation with at least another person, the president. What do you make of this?
Well, President Ablu, let me read to you the article from MSNBC. Neither NBC News nor the Times has seen the actual memo. Think about that. They're reporting that someone whispered to them about a memo that may or may not exist and somebody spied on the FBI. This is truly deep state, and you have collusion. I mean, this passes for reporting. This is beyond insane. And Lou, what you said here, walking up to it, I think illustrates clearly what the issue is regarding the president. The president did actually ask Mr. Comey to do something. And that thing he asked him to do was do your job, investigate the leaks. And instead of doing that and being asked by Trey Gowdy the same thing, expressing no interest at all in actually doing his job to investigate leaks, which, by the way, did compromise techniques and procedures of how we do collection, it was an arrogance about him that said basically, I can pick and choose what I want to do. So this is an example of that where you have people, and by the way, Lou, just between you and me, if you had something to say about someone, thinking people you would tell that person. Why do we believe that James Comey would want this leaked out? This is something deep state to upset everything that's going on, and like you said, trying to undermine the president in every version.
We're an information war with a deep state CIA. As soon as the Trump election, $600 million. That was given by the Washington Post. And then when a little old country bumpkin like me from Texas goes, look, here they are rewriting. Just did a stay behind that word. They're trying to overthrow Trump. Remember? The New York Times place where it said in final weeks in office, Obama is putting in as many people as he can into the bureaucracy to try to stop Trump. Remember those headlines? To try to stop Trump wrecking the country was how they spun it. Obama's hiring numbers of people to put him in the bureaucracy to try to stop Trump's agenda. And then there were other headlines. Yes, Obama is letting as much information as he can out to the press before Trump gets in. He's leaking as much info as he can. They were admitting all of it. And Trump said he thought it was Comey that was the leaker. And of course he was. Obama's last days aiding the Trump transition by erecting policy roadblocks. The New York Times. So there they are, turning the deep state in. Another administration before, with the next coming in. And they tell us that we're insane and Sean Hannity needs to be fired because he said this on Tuesday night.
Tonight, Mark Coup is under fire in the United States of America to overturn November's election results and forcibly remove a duly sinister forces quickly aligning in what is becoming now, in my mind, a clear and present danger. Alright, so here in America, we're at a turning point tonight with forces now forming an alliance to try and remove President Trump from office. It's that serious. Now, here are the 5 dangers we are facing, especially the president. One, you've got the Destroy Trump media that has been lying to you now, provable lies for 11 months, nonstop. Trump, Russian collusion, black helicopter theories, no evidence whatsoever. 2, you've got what I've been calling the deep state, selectively leaking information to damage the president and anyone associated with him. 3, special counsel Mueller's investigation mission creep I've been telling you about. Well, it's now turned into an out of control, what is a political witch hunt. It needs to be stopped. 4, all this manufactured turmoil putting President Trump's agenda in jeopardy, which ends up directly impacting every one of you out there, the American people. And 5, this effort to override the will of the American people, change the results of a presidential election, is now creating a national security crisis. America is now suffering from a massive informational crisis because I call them the Destroy Trump has routinely been exposed now. Agenda-driven propagandists more than happy to push, debunk, tinfoil hat conspiracy theories, for example. The media relentlessly peddling one of the biggest lies in American history, that is, that the president colluded with the Russians. Now that's because members of the media are nothing more than left-wing ideologues pretending to be journalists. Remember, they're the ones that colluded with Hillary Clinton, exposed by WikiLeaks in 2016. The media has one clear, shared goal in mind, and that is to damage, stop, and destroy Trump's presidency. Sadly, it appears by any means necessary. We have been highlighting right here on the tonight just how unhinged these people have become. And they don't care about facts. Obviously, they don't care about the truth, which is why the Washington Times, ABC, NBC, CNN, all exposed as having gotten their reporting wrong. But the Destroy Trump media, they're not the only ones whose collusion narrative, by the way, is completely crumbled. Take a list at the long list of Democrats admitting no evidence of collusion. 0. Zip. Take a look.
Well, the allegation, of course, is that the Russians in the hacking and dumping of documents in the election had essentially relationships with Trump campaign people. But I'm not prepared to say that there's proof you can take to a jury.
Do you agree with this conclusion that the president has reached? There was no evidence of collusion?
We haven't seen any of that whatsoever, George. We've been looking and showing everything that they possibly have.
We got connections with Hillary. and be annihilated, be destroyed, be drugged to the mud, be attacked, because that's what men do. To lead. But it's crazy. It's crazy that the CIA gave them $600 million 2 months before Obama left office. That's just one thing they did to overthrow this country. This is completely illegal. This country is in a total civil war right now with a bunch of scum. It's not like there's a civil war and we're fighting globalism, communism, and socialism. We did it the peaceful way through the ballot box. We beat all their illegals voting, their dead people voting, all their crud. Major studies out that the voting machines gave Hillary a 9-point advantage. They oversampled the polls 9 to 15 points for Democrats. And still, Trump just won 4 special elections where they poured more money into all 4 than they've ever done. Each subsequent race breaking at every previous record. They hit us with everything they've got, and we're crushing them. These scum don't give up easy. That's why Bezos looks so freaked out. He wants to mount America's head on the wall because he's got a little you-know-what. People are your enemies. They hate you. They hate flower country. They hate bitter claimers. They hate everybody. They hate each other. They are the scum of the wannabe elite. They are the filth of the planet. They are enemies of every single man, woman, and child on earth. Democrats all over the place celebrated Congressman Scalise and the cops. Everybody was shot a few weeks ago, a week and a half ago. And Democrats try to just put out little hashtags, hunt Republicans, and all this other crap. And you see the violence. They're all the place saying kill everybody. And then Trump is at a rally yesterday. And there's, a balcony of protesters that got in. They let him in there. It's America. This won't let you get there. We'll let you into the inauguration and lie about the numbers. Remember they said nobody was there and gates open in the morning and showed small crowds. You had to go through security. This is how many lies do you know they're the industry media? They're the media. It's literally been hijacked by criminals. We have a face sucker on our face, and Trump is like a doctor trying to remove it from our face. And it's cotton up around our neck going, you're not gonna do, you're not. They're saying to Hannity, we'll fire you. They're saying to me, we'll kill you. They're telling Trump, we'll get your family. And we're all saying, let's go. Not because we're tough guys or looking for trouble. We can't bend over to these scum. They don't want to make a deal with us, folks. They want us gone. Because we're stronger than them. We're better looking than them. We're more honorable than them. And they know it. That's all I ever tell Trump on the telephone. I'm going to say, they're coming after you. They're never going to stop. They hate what you're doing. I know you're going to deliver on TPP. I know you're going to deliver on NAFTA. I know you're going to deliver on the carbon tax. I know you're going to deliver on the tax cut. And they can't let America return. You've got to go to war with them now because they're at war with you. And that's the same message I'm making everybody right now. Information warfare, financial warfare. That's how we're beating an intensified efforts. The real war is now. The election was just the vanguard hitting the beach, ladies and gentlemen. We're now in deep in the enemy territory. We've got to move forward and go after them. This is the scum of the earth. Then here's the president say, and now let's have a moment of silence for Congressman Scalise and the others that were shot. He took a bullet for us all. No, this is the enemy. This is the scum. They hate us. Here it is.
I'd like to also take this moment to send our thoughts and prayers to our courageous friend, somebody that I've gotten to know very well, Steve Scalise, and everyone recovering from the assault.
and shutting down colleges like Evergreen because a professor said you can't ban whites from the campus. That's racist, and so they want him fired. People say, oh, this is out of control. It's designed that way. The universities have been shut up to bring the country down. But we contained them, and so instead they're imploding themselves. Good. Let the enemy's own poison bring them down. We have the strength, we have the will, we have the destiny, we have the history, and we have God. Victory is ours if we simply press the attack. Learn from history. And that doesn't just mean ancient history or distant history. But what happened just a month ago, or a year ago, or 5 years ago, 20 years ago? Why do they hate InfoWars so much? Not because it discredits people in the liberty movement. No. They always say that, hoping you believe that, and then moderate what you're doing. Barry Goldwater, who tried to defeat this 60 years ago, we wouldn't even be here without him. He wrote the book. Statement that extremism in defense of liberty is no vice. You're faced with globalists bringing in 10 million, you went with the numbers out 2 days ago, 10 million Islamic refugees to Canada, the U.S., and Europe in the last 5 years. I was saying 6, 7 million for the numbers I've seen. 10 million, most of them military-age men. That's suicidal. German government is announcing plans to turn whole cities into Muslims and transplant whole towns there. Because the Germans are refusing to go along with it. It's incredible, folks. The news I've got coming up the next hour. This is all suicidal. So I'm just saying, we're under enemy attack. They plan over to the president. Here's where they said it. Here's their plan. And they go, oh, no, that's just crazy. Don't listen to him because they don't want the opposition forming. And they don't want the normalization of reality so we can have a real debate. Look at these sore loser criminals, allied with radical Orthodox Islam, wanting to overthrow free market, cut off our energy, sell our industry to one-sided deals, attack Christianity, sexualize children, to wreck us, to control us, conquer us. Joe Rogan had a professor on from Evergreen University in Washington State, who is a liberal, big SJW. He's a Brent Weinstein biology professor, and they said, yeah, no whites are going to be allowed this weekend at school, a few weeks ago, and we covered this ad nauseum. Tim and Joseph turned a very powerful, multi-hour interview I watched the other day, some shorter clips on the plate coming up later in the broadcast, and they go, we can't believe they're so dumb, they're eating their own, they're turning on themselves, it doesn't make sense. I have all the textbooks and all the documents, and I guarantee you Weinstein knows about leftist ideology. They want to create wrecked, mindless, gibbering people with chips on their shoulders so they can be politically controlled. And they meant to weaponize the colleges and then send out these people to be the managers of things to create more division in the country because liberty lovers contained this disease of leftist garbage and brainwashing. It's now destroying itself because it's all pinned in with itself. The vampires don't have any blood. They're together. So the weapon system malfunctioned. It blew up on the launch pad. Yeah. I'm sorry for the zombos. They got pinned in. He said it's a cult. He says, oh, it just developed on this one campus. No, it's in the textbooks. It's in the plan by psych warfare chiefs. I mean, films showing where in the 60s they said they'd have 50 different sexes and depopulation and destroy the family. Hell, Huxley wrote in 1932 the whole plan. His brother was the global head eugenicist and the founder of transhumanism. But they don't transhuman you to make you better. They trans you until you're dead. Go read his book. Brave New World Revisited Nonfiction. It's all written by them. Like you're so stupid, you won't read it. It's a plan. It's not my opinion. I am correct. That's why they hate me. They're a guild of sociopaths and psychopaths that think they own you and your family. That think you're too stupid when the vampire tells you he's coming in your house, you let him in. I didn't plug anything this hour, and I need funding in this war. I've got incredible products, free shipping right now, 30-40% off a bunch of stuff, InfoWarsStore.com. We need the funds to expand and be strong in the face of globalists. We didn't get $600 million from the CIA like the Washington Post. We just need a No, I didn't. I information warfare bombed them like a suicide bomber. That's what I do. I blow myself up. And then like the Phoenix, I'm arisen again every day in the archetype. Because I don't care. I don't care what you say about me. I don't care what you do to me. I don't care if you spit on me, laugh at me. I know I'm right. And I know you are failing. So, I don't take any pleasure in that narcissistic tart circling the proverbial bowl. I take pleasure in the corporate snakes up above her that thought they could take her after she went into the radiation chamber with Trump. And he roasted her. She was cooked already. Then she stumbled over to NBC, fell flat on her face, and the bad ratings began to sink like a lead balloon into oblivion. I smell failure. That's why they keep calling the Olympics and all the news articles. Jones is failing, Trump's failing, everything's failing, the economy's failing. Oh gosh, Jones is over, Jones is defeated, it's over, they're all defeated, Sean Hannity's gonna get fired. All this stuff's going on and on and on and on and on. It's amazing. Let's go to some of Sean Hannity, some more of that powerful 10-minute breakdown he did, the whole martial law program.
An example is the unmasking of General Flynn. That was a violation of the Espionage Act. That's a crime. That's a felony, by the way. And then Flynn's Fourth Amendment rights, by the way, totally trampled on. You've heard nothing about it. There's no investigation there. Why? Again, the deep state, they don't care. They're only concerned with taking down President Trump and President Trump's associates. And you've got number 3, the special counsel. Look at Mueller's investigation mission creep. Remember, President Trump has called this the greatest political witch hunt in American history? Well, I'm here to tell you, the president's right. Mueller's sole purpose was to investigate so-called Trump-Russia collusion. But Mueller is now expanding that investigation, and he's digging into finances and Jared Kushner and obstruction of justice. And guess what? He's not going to stop there. Why? Because there is no Trump-Russia collusion, so he has to move on to other things. What's most alarming about this, Mueller is having massive conflicts of interest. He should recuse himself. He's incapable of carrying out a fair and impartial investigation. Now, Mueller is in this witch hunt right now. He's best friends with James Comey. The two have been best friends for a long time. And who do you think Mueller is going to side with when it comes to the president and his word versus James Comey's word? That's pretty obvious, pretty unfair. And then there's the fact that Mueller's investigative team, the lawyers he's hiring, many of them donated big bucks to Barack Obama. And on top of that, most sinister, one of the lawyers Mueller has hired actually was Clinton's attorney at the Clinton Foundation, defending the Clinton.
That's enough. It goes on and on. It's so powerful and they want him fired. It's incredible that he exposes the plan that they're gearing up for a violent overthrow of the president and then a total shutdown of America because they know we're winning the information war where we're winning peacefully. They want to overturn the table of violence. Well, President Trump just tweeted out whether there are tapes or recordings of my conversations with James Comey. I think this is an earlier tweet where he finishes that and starts it. He's basically saying somebody might take that's how he bluffed Comey into admitting the truth and got around the they won't release to get Comey to say try to obstruct justice. He never asked to do that because Trump knew he had nothing. He knew they were lying. They knew he didn't get a memo to say it. He understood the whole plan, and so he then bluffed Comey in his testimony. He would not. And that's why we have Comey not once but twice in front of Congress saying he, that is the president, never tried to obstruct justice. Now, but I did with what we were covering. So powerful. And I tell you, attacked me before a decade or so. Misrepresent what I said. They take it out of context. And Sean Hannity's Mr. American said it was happening. Well, of course, I had the documents, I had the sources. But Hannity's a hero now. I'm not in competition with his radio show, even though I am on some stations. I'm not in competition against Fox News. I wish other people would take the floor and start doing a better job than I'm doing. And in the case of the 15-minute report he filed Tuesday night, that I didn't see yesterday because I was working on other issues, that I saw last night, this morning, it's just incredible. And the Washington Post wants him fired. Here's the headline: Fox News, Sean Hannity is encroaching on Alex Jones territory. You mean he's encroaching on reality? You mean he's actually reading the New Yorker magazine and other publications like actually tell the truth, like Public Affairs, the Washington Post, where they say the CIA is involved trying to overthrow Trump, and that $600 million was given by Jeff Bezos from the CIA, and that they want a deep state overthrow and a new presidential succession to remove the Republicans in Congress that were elected in 2016, saying Russians. I mean, here's the article. Go read it. This is Atlantic Monthly. Rewinding the rules of presidential succession. I think the government 9/11 assumes new urgency after the 2016 election. A more sensible plan for what happens when a chief executive steps aside or is removed. So they make it sound real reasonable, real nice. This would be like you were writing an article about we reasonably want to grab kids out of the back of your yard and eat them. Reasonably detonate nuclear weapons for the planet. And they just, and then you read the article, yeah, the Russians stole the election, everybody that got elected needs to be removed. Let's take over the election, have a new one and safeguard it to make sure Democrats stay in power. Get the thing you're reading, they've already Homeland Security the elections. They already took control of them when Obama left office. Trump can't even get the bureaucracy to back off. All 50 state attorney generals have said get rid of it. It's a total nightmare. Most of it's in place. 90% or so is in place. I'd say about 93%. The last 7% is Cadillac. They've got to get the minds ready. They've got to prepare the public for Trump's death, prepare the public that Alex Jones is the evil guy. It's what he said about the Sandy Hook families that he didn't say, so, thank God somebody killed him or whatever. There's some low down, of course. They're just preparing everyone for their death. And infiltrating families and infiltrating businesses and just, the stuff going on, the layoffs and the black ops. I expected it. I'm in the middle of it. Way crazier than any action adventure movie. It's called reality. Truth is stranger than fiction, times 100. So, I believe God is stronger than the devil. I know God is. And I believe you're stronger than the globalist and the leftist vassals and minions and their poor slaves. They're Gollum-like slaves. And so I'm asking, I am humbly requesting your prayers. I come off sometimes as a little bit arrogant. It's not that. It's the confidence of a man that knows he's in a fight for his life. It's not arrogant, believe me. It's not putting a good face on it either. It's getting into the mode of enjoying all this. And so, thank you for putting up with me. But understand, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't told you a third of what's going on behind the scenes. I mean, it is crazy. And a lot of people say, well, we better not fight tyranny. They'll come after us. No, they'll come after the big guys. This is the time where you have real power to devastate the globalists in the information war and really not even have any repercussions. The repercussions are if you do nothing. That's how evil thrives. That's how it takes over. That's how it has victory after victory. And we've seen these anti-human, anti-God, anti-family, anti-America globalists wreck the third world, wreck society, engage in massive human experimentation, engage in so many crimes it's dizzying to even try to think of a handful of them because there's so many. What do you boil it down to? They're preparing for the overthrow of Western civilization. They were so close. We were sliding down, about to fall off the precipice, and the liberty movement in America shot up an arm knew, if they just saw, if they researched, they would be absolutely vomiting, not believing they were so conned. If you want to know their mindset, think about Congressman Scalise and the police all rushed up shot a week and a half ago at that baseball game in Virginia. And how the New York Times said, this is where they are, this is where you can get them. I mean, it's all so concerted. They know they put enough messaging, they put enough stimuli, it's going to happen. It's like varmint calls, I mean, they know it's coming in, or duck calls. They're calling it in, and then Trump gets at a rally, says, let's have our prayers go out to him and others that were shot. And then they pause, and then all the leftists start screaming, yelling, and booing, and hissing. It illustrates everything. Here's a clip.
I'd like to also take this moment to send our thoughts and prayers to our courageous friend, somebody that I've gotten to know very well, Steve Scalise, and everyone recovering from the assault. Never fails. Never fails.
And notice the spirit that defeats them. Everyone just laughs at the lobotomized scum. You look at the Trump supporters, whether they're black, white, or Hispanic, shining eyes, awake, alive, hopeful for the future. You look at leftists, pissed, angry. They only believe they get power by getting control of the government and taking what you've got, as if they could manage or run any of it if they had control of it. As if you'd be happy being given something. It doesn't work anywhere because it's not human nature. And the Bezoses aren't liberals. They're the most hardcore, greedy jerks in the world. I mean, Bezos is eating Walmart. Globalism is designed to absorb free market and make you poor. That's their own white papers. But again, they think you don't read those. We do. We cover them. We show you where they stand. That's why they hate us. They want to communicate in Atlantic Monthly about they're getting ready for a government overthrow. And how they're going to arrest everybody. How they're going to shut down the free press. How they're going to kick all the Republican congressmen out who got elected in the last election, and they think you're so stupid that you can't go read that. Then they have the Washington Post go, Hannity, you're going to get fired if you keep quoting Alex Jones. He's not quoting me. Nobody talks to the president who is in the White House more than Sean Hannity. Let me just give you that in his flash. You might as well be hearing Trump talk. So get that. Oh, Trump knows all of it. And guess who briefed him before he got elected and before he got in the White House? And guess who told him word for word what they would do? Word for word. I did. And I told him, you go talk to top generals, you go talk to experts from overthrowing countries, and you get ready, sir, because this is how they're going to do it. My greatest achievement, that's right. And that's why the globalists, they listen to my phones, they know, they hate me. They hate me. Because I'm a wartime analyst for the Republic, and we're winning. Sean Hannity made history in a 15-minute special report that's posted at Infowars.com, where he laid out the deep state profiling over the preparing. Colonel Sanders joining us in the next hour. A month ago on Blue Dog's Business. This is the fact. The Democrats are in their own publications preparing this. They want to deny it, say we're crazy. It's in their own publications. They want to prepare it. They use military tactics to deny it so we can't organize a defense around it. It's outrageous. Words, the semantical lexicon, the Encyclopedia Britannica cannot describe how historic, how mighty this is. I knew it was coming, but he thought he could just turn the economy on, work with people, see the people they can talk. No. They want to bring him down, and he tried working with him. I told you a month and a half ago, get ready, he's making a turn back. It could happen any minute, it could happen next month, it could happen 6 months from now, but they're calling for war in the streets. Soros is funding massive insurrection. of traitors, of leftists brainwashed in the colleges that have national security clearances is unprecedented. We have a giant fifth column. The country has cancer. And you just see Trump trying to turn the economy back on, trying to bring hope back under such attack. Makes me love him so much. And some people want to hedge their bets.